My life wasabi, the rooftop waiting in the lobby, Do, 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 do. My life wasabi, the rooftop waiting in the lobby, Yo. What? Yo. That's better. This is time to sell, you think so? You think so? You think it's time to sell, huh? Think there's a good shout? That is a good shout, but I mean, look at all the volume today. Look at all the volume in here. Look at all the momentum here during Asian session, right? Look at all this bullish volume. Pullback and then boom. Look at all this bullish volume now most recently. So it can go either way right now, because if we have a look at the 12-hour candle, the 4-hour candle, they don't have any bottom wick yet. They haven't come to the downside to test outside of this area and below to come down and spike out, create that bottom wick, even just slightly. So there's a chance that we can spike out the highs and then sell off, in my opinion, as well. My life wasabi, top waiting in the lobby, All right. Do 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 do. This. But yeah, could be. Could very well be. We could be seeing a pullback here. But again, if we're looking at the weekly time frame, it's late Friday. We've got about 11 hours left of the week, of the weekly candle. You can anticipate it to, potentially create some type of top wick, maybe similar to this or similar to this. So you can expect some kind of pullback. Or, it could just continue. But daily as well. Today's daily candle and yesterday's daily candle, Thursday, Friday, didn't really have much top wicks. But price is just pushing right now, It's looking incredible. My light was wasabi. In the rooftop, you waiting in the lobby. EU on a short. EU short. EU short. Euro USD. Let's have a quick look. Let me just have a quick look. I'm not too sure about that just yet. Not too sure about that just yet, my guy. About the EU shorts. There's definitely potential. I think if price is going to bounce from this area and start retracing, I think we need to see, a spike out of the lows here again before price starts pushing, in my opinion. Or you've got potential for price to come into this area before you see that sell off. Is there news tonight? Yeah, there's news on USD tonight, isn't there? Building permits. All right. My life is sabi. In the rooftop, you waiting in the lobby. Let's have a look at this price action in these areas right here. Let's turn off B5. So we're consolidating right now on EU within this range. I feel like because it is consolidating, you've got news coming up. I'm not sure it's ready for sales just yet. And even if it does start to sell off, I think it'll only be momentarily for a spike below this level before we see price come straight back up. But I think this area, price needs to come into this area first of all. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one because the weekly is very bearish, but the daily, daily's looking good, but it kind of, what level is that actually? Okay, that's monthly. That's a previous monthly level right here that price is currently bouncing off. So that's interesting, right? Down on the lower time frames, if you have a look at that. Where was we just then? On the daily, on the 12-hour, look, prices come straight down and tap into this area nicely. I'm rejecting here on the 12-hour daily time frame. So there is potential for further pullback, in my opinion. First of all, into this area, which is, I would say, the 1.08532 area up into 1.086618. I think we can see price come up into here before we see price selling off, in my opinion. Again, that can, I don't trade EU, but just from the way I like to trade, looking at price action, looking at structure, I think that's could be what's happening. Analysis on gold for New York session. Continue the buy bias until that changes, right? Until we see something else, right? We have a previous bearish 4-hour candle, but you know, price is still creating bullish market structure here, so it doesn't really matter that this closed bearish. It still created a higher low and a higher high, right? And this 4-hour candle could continue bullish after that. I'm gonna get rid of some of these areas down here because they just look messy. But yeah, I mean, overall, gold's still looking very bullish, and there's no signs just yet. There is no signs that that is going to change, in my opinion. Not just yet, anyway. If we start breaking through this area, then there's gonna be two scenarios that can play out here, right? Or probably three, actually. We can just continue bullish past this area right here for the rest of today and maybe pull back late New York session to create that weekly top wick. We could spike out these highs, fake out, grab liquidity, start driving down and fill this range back down here, because this current 4-hour and 12-hour candle does not have a bottom wick in here, right? This is where this 4-hour, 12-hour candle opened right here. Price just shot straight up. So we haven't had that spike to the downside yet to fill that range. I feel like that could happen, but maybe in order for that to happen, we need to grab liquidity above these highs, spike out, and then drop down to this area. Or we could just create a lower high in here. So we've got the high, lower high, and then you could see price driving down, breaking these lows. And then that would be kind of your shift of structure where you can start to think about, okay, we have the potential to, you know, have a bit of a sell-off here for the rest of today. But I would just, me personally, I'm a trend trader. I'm a momentum trader. All the momentum right now is to the upside. The trend is bullish. All the volume, even if you look at these candles, right, from today only. If you're looking at today's candles on the 30-minute time frame here, just look at these bullish candles right here, and then look at these bullish candles right here. The momentum here is to the upside, and this prices try to sell off here, try to rip down, but then boom, we've came straight back in with that bullish volume, with that bullish momentum. So that is showing you that the bullish momentum that we've seen today is not over yet, right? Because if it was, you would see price rip down, you would see some low volume bullish candles slowly pulling back, and then you would see the continuation high volume bearish candles potentially. But we try to rip down here, rip straight back up with volume, with momentum. So, you know, there's a chance we can see gold continue bullish above these highs. Just have to wait and see. What is the target of gold? My target on gold this week, and I mentioned this in the last stream, actually, was this area right here, 2685465, right? I talked about this on Sunday night. So that would have been all the way over here, right? In this area, I talked about my target for gold this week was this level right here. You can see that's exactly where price has came up to, rejected once, twice, 3 times, faked out, closed back below, closed above, retested, and then continued bullish from this level. So this was my target all week. I was very bullish on gold this week. And I said it from the start, from Sunday evening before the markets even open, that I was very bullish. In the weekly outlook. So yeah, that was my target this week. I executed on that analysis, right? So I executed on price hitting that target, and you can see that was my position right here. I took, how many trades did I take this week? I think I took 3 trades this week. 1 break even, and then this winning trade right here. My life was sub. Yeah, 3 trades. No, it's the wrong account. Yeah, 4 trades, 2 break even, and a winner, or 2 winners. But this was basically 1 trade right there. So that was my target this week. That was my analysis. I executed on that analysis. And then that was on Wednesday, right? Thursday, Friday, I didn't trade. Well, yesterday and today, I didn't trade. Didn't take any trades whatsoever. Made my profit for the week, and I was happy. That was it. I was done. I could have traded. There was opportunities for me to trade. Not necessarily today, especially. I was still open to potentially trading today, but after I saw this move right here this morning on gold during Asian session, I said, nah, I'm done. That's the move I want to be in, right? Because I'm so bullish on gold this week, with all time frames aligning to the upside. When we see a move like this, this is the move that you want to be in. This was the move today right here, okay? As you can see, what's happened from there during London session, price is now consolidated, right? That was the move. And unfortunately, it happened during Asian session. I don't trade Asian session, so I missed that move. So again, I decided to stay out of the market today. What's up, Monica? You're from Liverpool. But yeah, what a week. What an absolute killer of a week. 2.5 on gold from the indicator, and the GBP AUD trade called out in my Telegram channel. 110 pip profit. Called live right there, 1.1. So about 3.6 thousand in total this week. Where am I living? I am in Australia. I'm from Birmingham, but I'm in Australia. Can it go down to 2693? 2693. Yeah, it can. It can for sure. We really just have to wait to see how price starts to move from like basically now, right? The next hour or so going into New York and New York Open. We want to start to see how gold is going to be moving here. If we're going to start rejecting this area and pulling back, whether we're going to spike above, because if we start spiking above before New York session, then my guess is for New York session, we're going to have a sell-off, right? But if we start just consolidating here, maybe pulling back a little bit, maybe grabbing liquidity because there's low volume now, right? We've had this move up. Now price has kind of just died in here. So we could come down, spike below these areas, grab liquidity. Then for New York session open and beyond, then we could see that bullish continuation. But if I was to trade gold today, I would first and foremost want to see a pullback into this level and beyond first, right? This is what I would want to see before price continues bullish. I feel like price is coming back into this area. I think that is a good shout eventually, right? Eventually at some point today. Like I said, this is where now we just have to keep an eye on the price action and understand the current cycle, right? Whether we pull back before New York session open to then continue bullish during New York session, or whether we continue bullish now, spike out the highs, potentially grab liquidity, and then we start pulling back and selling off for New York session a bit later on with news as well potentially. So there's you just got to try and figure out the current cycle, what's going to happen, to then understand the next step. Because right now, gold isn't doing anything, right? It's within this range now. It's sitting within this range. It's not breaking the highs. It's not breaking the lows. It's in a consolidation. So we need to figure out and wait to see if it's going to break the highs first, and then see if it wants to come back, or if we're going to sell off first, break the lows and spike, at least come down into this area to then potentially continue bullish during New York session, right? And this is what trading is. It's trying to understand the next move based on what you're seeing right now, what could happen, right? And this is how you can a lot of people ask me all the time, how do you read price action so well? It's because You just got to try and understand what is currently happening to understand the next move, right? And for price, in my opinion, for price to continue bullish here today, gold needs to come down to this level and beyond, right? At least down into this range right here. Gold needs to come down into if price is going to continue bullish, right? And if it continues bullish without coming down into this area first, like I said, if this starts spiking out now, then what is going to happen is we're going to spike above this level and then we're going to come straight back down afterwards, in my opinion. Yeah, this is XAUUSD gold. The current price is 2712.065. This is the 30-minute chart. NYC starts in an hour and a half. 1 hour and a half. So the best way, Jack, the best way to figure that out is each session starts at 8 a.m. local time, right? So if we go like this and we just do New York, it's New York session, right? So you do New York time, right? You can see that it's currently 6:30 a.m. So the New York session, or whichever session it is, Asian session, it starts 8 a.m. in Australia, because that's obviously over this time. London session starts 8 a.m. London, and then New York session will start 8 a.m. New York time, right? So 8 a.m. local time is when the sessions start or open, right? So it's 6:30 right now. We've got an hour and a half until New York open, right? It's the best way to figure that out and understand that. New York session share. Is there news that could impact gold today? Yeah, there is news today. It's not on TradingView. It's considered high impact or red folder. On Forex Factory, it's considered medium impact or orange folder, right? So make of that what you will. But it's building permits we have today coming up, and then later on at 3:10 a.m. for me. Is FOMC member speaks. So we got building permits and we got FOMC member speaking. So we could definitely see some movement here towards the end of the day, which is where we could see that pullback. What website? That was Forex Factory. Forexfactory.com. Right there. Forexfactory.com. My light was I trade mostly any pair. You'll see right here, Will, in my Telegram channel when I'm posting my trades. Let me just make that so you guys can see a little bit better. When I'm posting my trades here, like you can see Euro GBP, GBP AUD, USD SGD. That was those trades that I sent out right there. AUD USD, GBP NZD, Euro NZD, USD CAD, GBP JPY, AUD CHF, USD JPY, USD CHF. Yeah, so I'll trade pretty much anything. I also trade indices as well, if there's any good setups. You'll see every now and then I will post some indices setups. S&P 500 right here. As well. So yeah, I trade pretty much all Forex pairs or most Forex pairs, and I trade gold. You already lost 700. When did you lose 700? Today, or are you talking about overall? And how long have you been trading for? I don't know how to say your name. Xana? Rachel, you'll see the links in the profile to if you go to my profile, you'll see the link tree link. You'll find my free Telegram channel and everything else right there. Links to YouTube, links to Instagram, whatever, right? All the links will be in there on my profile. It's your third birthday? What? Oh, it's your third day. Why did I read birthday right there? It's your third day and you've lost 700. I mean, when you're new, losing money, you're going to lose money, right? But I recommend you trying to minimize that by just opening small accounts here and there and practicing risk management, right? Not trying to just triple your money. So if you start a little $50 account, trade when you're trading, risking 1%, 2% max. The link to the broker I'm using is also in my TikTok profile. So you'll find the free Telegram, the YouTube channel, the Instagram, TikTok, my community, broker, everything is there if you need it. Thoughts on AU? Let's have a look. Here we go. So this maybe is coming into fruition. You see right here, I'm talking about price coming back down into this area, right? That could potentially be happening right here. This could happen pretty quickly. I was making 900 plus with 300. Now I'm in 100 something. I mean, yeah, that's trading, bro. If you think 3 days in, you can keep flipping 300 to 900 plus like consistently every day, or you know, you're not going to do that. Trust me. AU. All right, let's have a look at AU. AU has been one of my favorite pairs lately. Let's do some analysis on it real quick. I don't want to add an alert. I want to do some analysis, my guy. So, oh yeah, okay. Looking at the monthly. All right, I'm just going to mark up some monthly levels. Then we're going to talk about what's currently happening overall, right? So we got monthly bullish. Momentum is bullish. I'm just going to mark out these levels. We're going to see where price is currently playing around. We got this level as well, which I suppose we can mark out because that would be the shift of structure from the monthly perspective. Yeah, kind of. So we'll mark out that. It's a resistance, bearish candle. Price is coming down. And we've also got previous monthly low, which would also be liquidity, right? And that would also be break of structure. So monthly is very bullish. If we go to the weekly, obviously the weekly is painting a different picture. The weekly is quite bearish now at this point. We've got price coming down, bearish structure, bearish candles. We are tapping on this level now. We've retraced into this area. We're rejecting. Current weekly candle is rejecting back up. So weekly is bearish. Weekly is very much so bearish. I'm not going to mark out that one. We're going to mark out previous weekly low. We're going to mark out previous weekly body low. And that's probably about it. We're going to do the open as well. Yeah, that's probably about it. Let's go to the daily. Now let's have a look at the daily. Let's see how the daily reacting is, right? So the daily, so we've come down into this area. You can see we've got some reaction from this area now, okay? It's from this area right here. This was from the monthly time frame that we just looked at. Prices come down, close below, close straight back above. And the interesting thing about this is that this candle right here didn't break the previous daily lows. So it didn't continue that bearish structure, but it actually broke the previous daily highs, right? So now that is that break of structure right there, okay? To the upside, we got that bullish break of structure. Daily candle closed bullish. So now price is looking like it wants to pull back, right? But we have to figure out where it's going to pull back into. The only thing I'll say about the daily candle is that it hasn't created a bottom wick yet. So again, that could be another target right there. Price could come down into this area and flip back bearish to create this bottom wick, right? Looking at the 12 hours, daily 12 hours looking quite bullish with these bullish candles pulling back. We've got bullish structure forming here. Higher highs and higher lows coming up. So I would say on AUD USD right now, to stay out because it's very conflicted. What you really want to wait for is this trend to start coming back to the downside, right? Because overall we've got, I mean, the monthly is bullish as such, but the weekly is very bearish, right? So is the daily. So what you want to see is this structure being broken. You want to start seeing, where's the daily and the 12 hour? Let me have a quick look at that. Daily flip, 12 dailies down there, 12 hours here. Yeah, so that would be your break of structure liquidity there. So what you really want to start seeing is AU start to have that shift of structure back to the downside. So you want to see price come back, boom, break structure, pull back. Then you can start looking at sales in these areas for price to come back down into this range right here, in my opinion. That's what I'd look for. That's what I would wait for. So right now, it's nothing's really happening, right? It's just a waiting game. But you need to see that shift of structure first, right? Because you got bullish structure here now on the lower time frames, right? So what you want to see is price come down, boom, shift of structure, bearish momentum, pull back, looking at your sales in here or below these areas to come down and fill this range right here, right? This is your range that you potentially want to trade down here for price to continue bearish. Yeah, I'm a scalper as well, Will, but I always do top-down analysis because you get your key levels. You know, the thing about scalping, it's great, but you have to, scalping is all about timing, right? Trading the correct ranges, right? For example, if you're looking for a short anywhere in here, look at all these key levels that you're shorting into right here. Weekly, monthly, daily key levels, right? So there's a chance that if you're looking at any shorts in these areas, price can come down, reject, and start flying again, right? Because you're now in a bullish structure. So you, first of all, if you're going to look at the shorts, you want to see bearish structure being formed. And then you know you've got these ranges right here, which are clear. You can start shorting below this area because there's nothing in this area to stop it. No major levels from the higher time frames, right? You've got this area, and then you've also got this area to scalp as well, which would be from this range down into this overall range right here. So you know where you can start looking for your entries, right? Clean ranges here and here. Whereas in here, you've got a lot of key levels, like I said, from key time frames, monthly, weekly, daily, 12 hour. It's a lot of mess in here. You could potentially, this is where you're potentially going to get into shorts and end up losing the trade, right? So you got to understand when you're scalping, you got to understand your ranges when you can scalp, when you have a clear range to the left for price to move into, right? This isn't clean. This is clean right here, and this is clean right here, okay? So these are the ranges that you can look to scalp. But first of all, you would need that shift back to the downside, the retracement, and then you can start looking because the time frames aren't aligning now, right? Monthly is bullish, but the weekly is bearish, but the daily is bullish, the 12 hours bullish, the 30 minutes is bullish. So it's kind of like, what do you want to follow? Do you want to follow the bearish momentum from the weekly, or do you want to follow the bullish momentum from the monthly, the daily, the 12 hour, right? So the best thing, in my opinion, to do would be, you know, wait for this weekly candle to close, see what's happening, and then go again next week. That's what I'd wait for personally. Look at gold. Let's see what's happening on gold. Oh, it's rejecting. Look at that. It did spike down. Not into this area though. So it will go down. Is it on? You know, Javier, I don't know what it's going to do during NY session. We can only do our analysis and anticipate certain moves based on our analysis. But yeah, exactly. I'm not a market maker. I don't know if it's going to go down or up. All I know is my strategy and my analysis and what I can anticipate. So we just have to, right now, you gotta understand again when to execute on trades and when you're waiting for the market to do something to make its move so that you can then execute, right? And right now, it's about waiting for the market to make its next move because we're in a range. We want to figure out now if price is going to continue past this high and continue bullish, then you can potentially start looking at some entries to the upside, or whether we're going to retrace, come back down into these areas first before we potentially continue bullish for MY session, right? So right now, we're just bouncing between these areas. We need to see what the market is going to do next. There's no trade for me right here, in my opinion, especially because we're at all-time highs, right? There's nothing to the left that you can look at, any key levels from the higher time frames. You're literally in no man's land right now, okay? It's all-time highs. We're at a range. We don't really know what's going to happen here. We just have to wait and anticipate to get in the right direction, you know? Just manage your risk and you should be good, yeah. Manage your risk and you should be good, of course. But again, there's no trade yet right now. So there's nothing to manage your risk on. Price is literally, just look at the last few candles here, right? Low volume candles. We're rejecting this area. Okay, so if you draw out kind of like this zone right here, you can see we're rejecting that area. We're at a resistance here now. We're in a range, right? There's low volume, there's consolidation. There is literally no trade right now to be taken until we start to see either the move back to the downside or price continue to the upside. Then we can start looking at the next move and you know, trying to potentially capture something. But sometimes you just got to know when to sit out, right? Just sit on your hands, wait for the next move, see what happens, right? And then try and get in on after, once you see the market moving. So while trading, we have to look at the 30-minute chart. No, you don't have to. I personally like the 30-minute chart, the 15-minute, 30-minute. When I'm looking at entries, those would be my entry time frames. But you can look at any chart you want to. Gold usually reverse after hitting a round number. Bro to bro, appreciate the shares, man. Bro, spamming the shares. Let's go, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Zane, I appreciate the diamond. What are we talking about here? We're talking about gold, XAUUSD, potentially the next move on gold. We're trying to figure out what gold is doing, in which direction it can be heading. As you can see, right, from this little arrow that I've placed on the chart. My idea is that if gold is going to continue bullish, we need to see price come down in here, right? First of all, we need to see price come into this area. First of all, for a spike, and then potentially then you can continue bullish. If, however, gold continues bullish before we have this retracement into this area, and it just continues bullish from here, then what's going to happen, in my opinion, is you will see gold spike out of this area, grab liquidity in these areas, creating the all-time high, and then potentially during the New York session or late New York session, you're going to see a bit of a sell-off, potentially during building purpose, like the news. So I'm just trying to figure out what gold is doing here and what the next move is. Is that what you think, Zaina? Let's go, Kevin Bailey. Appreciate those words, man. Chasing Stars, Jamie, Freitas. Appreciate the follows, man. Thank you for the follows today, guys. Everyone, there's been quite a few followers already today. I appreciate you guys. Can it retrace? Yeah, I think it can retrace. I would, well, let me rephrase that. I would like it to retrace down into this area before continuing bullish if I'm going to be looking at continuation buys, right? I would like it to come down to this area. If it continues bullish without coming down into this area, then I won't be looking at any, I won't be interested in any continuation buys above this area for me, right? For me to enter any kind of trade today, any kind of buy, I won't be looking at any sales today at all, right? I'm not saying that price can't sell off. Of course it can, right? I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is based on my strategy, the only thing I'm looking at today is continuation buys above this level. But in order for it to do that, first of all, it needs to come down into this area first before continuing bullish. If it doesn't and continues bullish from here, then I won't be taking any trades or any entries, right? Not interested. I need to see this pullback. Did you say big round number? What do you mean? I don't think I said that. Which currency pair? XAUUSD. This is gold we're looking at. Our favorite. Goldilocks. I went to a new barber the other day, right? Usually I go to this barber. It's in the city. I've been going there for a while. He knows me, I know him. He knows what kind of, you know, hairstyle I want and what I'm going for, whatever. But I couldn't make it there, right? Because it takes me like 30 minutes, 40 minutes to drive there. It's in the city, right? But I've gone to this guy for so long that I've just built that relationship and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep going, right? So the other day I needed a haircut. I couldn't go to the city. So I found this one close to me and I thought, you know what? It looks good. I'll give it a try. Went in there. I was like, yeah, I want a skin fade. As you can see, he actually did pretty good skin fade. I'm not going to lie. But I was like, you know, I'm getting old. My hairline is, you know, retracing to the 50 Fibonacci level back in my head. So I'm trying to grow my hair out a little bit, you know, to kind of cover that hairline. And he was like, yeah, cool. So I was like, you know, leave the top, just give me a skin fade. Just, you know, maybe just tidy up the top a little bit. And then this guy proceeds to just chop every single piece of hair on my head off almost. And it's like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, why do barbers do that? They just get scissor happy, man. Like they'll just start trimming it. You know, they go, oh yeah, I'll just trim it a little bit, just tidy it up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, no worries. And then like he trims it and then he'll trim it again and then he'll trim it again. And then it's like, oh, now I've got to trim this part because I've trimmed that part. Now I've got to go trim. Like they just keep snipping. They just get scissor happy, man. So lesson learned. Stick to the same barber no matter what. Even if I have to drive 40 minutes. Do I use fibs? Not really. The way I will use fibs, more so in my swing trading, is, oh, I don't care if nobody cares about it. I'm telling my story. This is my stream. You're gonna sit here and listen. The way I like to use fibs is price targets, right? For example, you see, if I draw out my fib right here, okay, boom, you will see that I have these areas right here in green, right? 1 and 2. This is take profit 1, take profit 2. But this is more so for my swing trading strategy. But I don't use Fibonacci's in a sense of, you know, waiting for price to come back into the 6-1, 618 and take a trade, right? I don't do that. I thought you said you're not trading this week. When did I say that? I traded on Wednesday. I haven't traded again since Wednesday, since I made profit on Wednesday. I haven't traded Thursday and I didn't trade today. So that's it. I'm not trading, but I traded on Wednesday for sure until I made profit and then I got out. What's up, Connor? Connor, I sent you a message back, bro. Did you see it? I finally found your message on Instagram. What other stories can I tell to get the chat pissed off? So you guys, isn't the long red candle an FVG? Probably, but I do not trade FVGs. Couldn't give a damn about FVGs, IMBs, ABCs. Let's hear about when you move to Australia. Oh, brother, don't get me started on that. That there is no algorithm. What do you mean, David? Where's the TP? Not in any trade right now, Mr. Z. So I'll explain one more time for the guys at the back, for those of you who are just coming into the stream. So my anticipation, what I want to see happen on gold, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but what I want to see on gold in order for me to be okay with a setup or start looking at a setup is for gold to pull back. Now, first of all, I should say the only thing I'm looking at today on gold would be continuation buys for price to continue bullish, right? All time frames very bullish, monthly, weekly, daily, 12-hour, 4-hour, 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute. It's all very bullish, right? So I'm only looking at continuation buys. But in order for me to take any kind of buys right now, I want to see price come back down into this area first before breaking the highs and continuing bullish. If that doesn't happen, there'll be no positions for me, no buys. If price breaks above here now and continues bullish, then so be it. It's gone, it's done. But I want to see, first of all, price pull back into this area. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm looking for. Personally. Personally. All right, Ethan. You do you, brother. You do you, brother. Anybody else in the chat? You tell me your predictions right now. What do you think is going to happen for the rest of today? You tell me. You tell me. Nobody in the YouTube today? Nobody in the YouTube today. Interesting. The YouTube's dead, man. The YouTube's dead. We might have to stop streaming on the YouTube channel. Where else would we stream though? Just on TikTok? What's up, Josiah? The YouTube channel lives. There is somebody in there. How you doing, bro? New high due to ECB decision. You sold? Good morning, Josiah. Good morning. I think it's going to the upside. Okay. That is my thoughts too, but I want to see it spike down first. It has to spike down. If it doesn't spike down now, I think it's definitely going to spike down towards the end of the day. What time do I start streaming? Just came across your channel. Usually, it's around 8 to 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, Josiah. So about 1 hour ago, 1 or 2 hours ago, right? Whatever time that is for you. When US markets open in 1 hour. Oh, gold will drop today when the US markets open. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Appreciate the follow, Dan Fisher. Mr. Zed sharing the live stream. What a legend. You guys are genuinely just nice people, you know what I mean? Just chilling in here with me, sharing my stream, liking, having a good old time. That's what I love to see, man. That's why I like streaming. It's good coming, you know, interacting with like-minded people. There's not many people in my life who are into trading. I'm not a big socializer outside, you know, outside of like this, like YouTube and trading and things like that. So this is why I like streaming, man. You know, like-minded people, surrounded by like-minded people. We're all here vibing, trying to accomplish the same goals, trying to make some money. What's up, Zarif? Could you look at gbpjpy, please, and give me your opinion if you think it will go below 29800? 29800 gbpjpy. Wait, what? What price? 29800. Oh, you're talking about like that 129,800 down here. What kind of time frame are we talking about here, Kevin? Like, are you talking about, is it gonna go below there today, or what? Like today? I don't know. Today is probably not today, but there's potential over the week, over next week for sure, because obviously this level right here is gonna be a magnet now. But let's have a look. Let's have a look from the monthly, right? Gold Digger, appreciate the follow. Is this gold? Yeah, this is gold. Yeah, this is gold, guys. This is gold. Today's not my day. I lost 400 USD during Asian opening. It spiked up too much. Yeah, Zarif, this is why I don't trade Asian session, my guy. It's best if you can. It's not always that easy with, you know, work, if you have work or life balance, trading these sessions. But if you can, I would stick to trading London or New York session. That's it. I wouldn't be trying to trade Asian session on gold. All right, so I'm just going to mark out a few levels from the monthly time frame here on gbpUSD, Kevin. We're going to take a look at what is currently happening here on gbpUSD. I'm guessing it's not that, you know, different from AUD/USD. We just had a look at AUD/USD, but we've broke. Oh, why is that yellow? We're gonna put that back to green. So we've had a break of structure here, right, on the monthly time frame. This could either be liquidity, and we're actually seeing now that price has spiked out of this area. You're actually seeing the reaction there on the lower time frames, right? You're seeing the bullish volume coming here now. Once we spiked out of this area here, look at the bullish volume coming in. Boom, boom. Look at this volume here. Boom, boom, boom. Obviously, this was retail sales as well, but that would be the fundamentals aligning with the technicals, because we have now grabbed liquidity from this area and broke structure, right? We need to figure out what it's going to be, whether that's going to be liquidity to drive price up, or whether we're going to come back down and start selling off below these levels, right? But we're currently sitting around another key level here from the monthly perspective. I would say, what's this? The weekly is looking pretty bearish. So if we are going to see price, if we are going to see gbpUSD bounce from this area, you really want to see a weekly bullish closure to really give you that confirmation. going to mark out this as well because that's quite close. That's there. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's go to the daily. So weekly is very bullish. Sorry, weekly is very bearish. Monthly at this point is also, you know, technically bearish now because it's broke structure. I broke that bullish structure. Daily now, you can see the reaction from this level, right? And this was the same reaction that we saw on AUD USD from that monthly level as well. You can see as soon as price came down here, spiked out of this level, here's your liquidity level. You can see the reaction from there. Boom, boom, right? We're retesting in this area now, which is the previous weekly lows and the previous weekly close as well. So price bouncing between all these levels. I just want to type in here liquidity. So that's your liquidity grab potentially or break of structure. We can do that as well. So yeah, we saw obviously yesterday's daily candle bullish, and now we've continued bullish today above those highs. We're tapping into that previous weekly. Where is it? Yeah, we're tapping it on. That's the previous monthly. We're tapping into that previous monthly here. Oh no, yeah, the previous monthly, which is here, where literally price is on right now. Previous monthly, and we've also tapped into those previous weekly levels as well. So there's some rejection in there. So I would say, overall, of course, price is still very much in a downtrend from the weekly perspective. Very strong downtrend. We have seen a reaction from this monthly level, this liquidity break of structure level, where price has bounced back. We've come and tapped into these previous weekly lows. We're rejecting there. Yeah, you can see this level here. This is the level where price is currently rejecting in here. So I would wait. And see how price is going to start, reacting around this level now, because obviously we've had a 4-hour rejection. We've also rejected the highs here and then came all the way back down and closed back below this monthly level, back over here at this area. And now we're trying to push bullish again. So on the lower time frames, it's kind of just consolidating around this area now. You can see we've bounced up, tapped into that area beautifully, rejected, come back down, we've closed back below this area, and now we're closing back above. So it's kind of just consolidating in this area a little bit. So we need to really try and see what's going to happen from here. Whether we've grabbed liquidity from this area, we've got the shift of structure on the lower time frames to continue bullish. If that's the case, you can look for price to continue bullish above this area. So you look for continuation buys above here, potentially with that break and that retest potentially, or just a breakout trade. Or we can wait and see price closes back below this area and then potentially wait for a 4-hour closure in about 1 hour and 53 minutes and see where that's at. If the 4-hour closes above this level, then I think we're going to come up and retest in this area again. But if it rejects this level as well, then there's potential to come back down into your area. But I mean, to be honest, I don't think we're going to come back into this area today. It all really depends with news, right, that we have tonight. Building permits and then the FOMC member speaking later on. Whether that creates a quite big reaction in the market. But there's a lot of levels for price to get through once it starts coming down here. And you know, with this shift of structure to the upside, bullish lower time frame structure, you really have to now have that shift of structure to the downside, then start retesting these areas, right, and then coming down, breaking below all these key levels in the market here from the monthly, weekly, daily. So 129,800. I think maybe next week we could see this level, but I'm not sure about today, to be honest. You can see the we've broken, tapped above this monthly key area level now. There's a chance, we can come in. You might even get a double top in here, right? For price to continue bearish, or price is just coming back up, right? We're in a bullish structure now. Price is just coming up, it's pulling back. Now it's going to continue bullish, pulling back, continue bullish, right? We just need to wait and see what happens. And the best way to figure that out is look for higher time frame candle closures, right? So again, like I said, in 2 hours, You got a 4-hour candle closure. This could potentially be vital to what happens next, because if this 4-hour candle does close above this area, then there's a very good chance once it pulls back, creates a bottom wick, we could see these areas being tested again. Whereas if it closes back below this area, the same as this did with rejection, then you can potentially start to see that movement back to the downside to align with this current like downtrend here, right? Then you'd come down and create a lower low potentially. But you just need to wait and see that what's going to happen there, to be honest. I sell at 2696 yesterday. I thought that was the top, so I put a big lot. Yeah, that doesn't really seem like a solid trading strategy to me, Zarif. You thought it was the top, so you sold with a big lot. I was only interested in buys this week, Zarif. I took buys. A lot of members in the academy also took buys. You can see right here. Members making money off the buys as well. Buys all the way through this week, right? So members also knowing and understanding that gold this week is bullish, right? And that's where I took the buys as well this week, right? My anticipation this week was for gold to continue bullish. You can see right here, 2.5k this week. And my target though, I didn't know it was going to. I knew it could continue bullish, but I didn't anticipate it to continue bullish this much past this area. Just this was my target this week, which price met beautifully, which was the 2685, 465 area and beyond, and it played out perfectly. So you got to understand that just because price is trending bullish and it's pushing a lot, it doesn't mean it's going to come down at any point, right? You might be able to capture one of these small retracements in here like this, right? But in terms of the overall trend and structure, if you're looking at all time frames, Arif, monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish, daily is bullish, 12 hours bullish, everything is bullish. It's very silly to try and short gold right now unless we start to see that changeover, right? We start to see key time frame levels being broken or candle lows being broken. So you're talking about 12-hour daily candle lows being broken, bearish closures. You're talking about bearish, a shift of structure to the downside, right? You're talking about like this kind of move happening here, sell off, shift of structure, price coming down. Then you can start potentially looking at the sells. But again, looking at the monthly, right? Look at the monthly. Monthly is very bullish. There's no shorts anywhere in here from the monthly perspective at this point, right? And if again, this is the best way to look at it, and this is why I had my targets where I did this week, right? Because if you're looking at gold from a monthly perspective, right? Look at this monthly candle right here. This closed bullish. Then what happened the next month? The next monthly candle created a bottom wick, and then it continued bullish, breaking the previous highs and continued bullish, right? Now look at this monthly candle. What did it do? It created a bottom wick, then it continued bullish, breaking previous highs and beyond, right? So why is this month any different, right? Why this month can't we create a bottom wick, break previous monthly high and continue bullish, which is exactly what we've done. And it's exactly why I was bullish on gold this week. And again, going down to the weekly, look at the weekly time frame. We've had the pullback now. We've had the weekly rejection, bullish closure. Once price starts breaking these weekly highs, gold can start flying, and that's exactly what it's done. So that is the monthly, weekly, and daily all aligning, because you can see here now on Tuesday, right? This was Monday's candle. You had the bearish pullback. Then you had the Monday bullish continuation, right? Closure, and then Wednesday continuation, Thursday continuation, Friday continuation. All time frames bullish, all major time frames, right? So then that's when you can start to go down onto your lower time frames now, your 30-minute, your 12-hour, 4-hour, 30-minute, 15-minute, and you can start looking at your entries, right? And that's where I did over here on Wednesday with the key levels being broken here, right? You can see this resistance forming, right? You can see clear bullish uptrend. And what sold it for me on Wednesday was after this short-term pullback, right? Look at this short-term pullback. what happens, right? That's bearish structure right there. You then see this shift of structure. You see, boom, bullish volume come in. You break that bearish structure. You can see price come down here. Highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, right? And then you get that sharp shift of structure to the upside. You see these bullish volume candles in here. Boom. Retracement. Price looks to continue bullish. Now it's creating bullish market structure. So now we can anticipate once we get a clear entry above a key level and a breakout above a key level, or in this instance, it was also a V5 indicator buy signal. If we have a look over here, we can see it was also a buy signal. So it was a breakout, a buy signal, and a break and tap of the key level. So many different confluences within this trade for it to continue bullish that day within that moment. And you can see we actually look at that candle that we caught right here. We caught that beautiful bullish candle coming all the way up, no drawdown, just straight profit. And this is where you can get this information from. You know, just because I look at the monthly, weekly, daily timeframes doesn't mean I'm a swing trader, right? You're just looking at momentum. You're looking at structure. Where can price continue this month? Where can price continue this week? And more importantly, where can price continue today, right? And that daily, when you align it with the monthly and the weekly, is going to give you exact days where you can look to enter the market. I like to call this your strike day, right? Your execution day. So you're looking at the monthly, you're looking at the weekly, you're trying to figure out momentum, structure, trend, and then you're looking at the daily and waiting for the daily to align. So then you know on that exact day, all right, on this exact day now I have all confluences. I'm going in today, you know what I mean? I'm executing today on the analysis, and you can see that's exactly what I did right here, which enabled me to make 2.5k in that one trade. And then I was done for the week. That was on Wednesday, right? I didn't trade Thursday. I didn't trade Friday because I didn't want to and I didn't need to. I barely even looked at the charts because I made my money. I did my analysis for the week. I made more than enough profit. And so I just sat out for the rest of the week. Enjoyed time with my family. And that was it. And that's the way trading should be. You shouldn't be sitting here 10 hours a day, staring at the chart 5 days a week, right? You're looking to understand the exact days where you're looking for entries and in the direction you're looking to trade. And then you're looking to execute on those days. And then you're looking to get out. And then you're done, right? You can potentially then wait to the next week. Wait for the next time price is starting to align on all those time frames. Down to the 30-minute, 15-minute where you're looking for your entry. Nah, I didn't, Sammy. I didn't. I don't trade Asian sessions. So I didn't end up taking any of this move right here. But I already made my money this week on gold. I already made my money on Wednesday. And then sat out for the rest of the week. You want to know how trading works, Petros? Basically, you are looking for opportunities in the market where a currency or a commodity or a, you know, whatever it is that you trade is moving in a certain direction. You're trying to anticipate that through technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and you're looking to capitalize on that movement in either direction, basically. For day trading, I would say Forex, Petros. Obviously people do day trade cryptocurrency, but I see crypto as more of an investment, to be honest. And then I see Forex, commodities, you know, as day trading opportunities to make money each day, if potentially, right? Not that it does that, but reality trading ain't easy. Exactly. I trust me, I let everybody know who comes in here who's asking about trading, who's new. I tell them straight away, it is not easy. You are going to struggle. It's hard. Be ready to put 5 years minimum before you want to start doing anything with trading, right? You have to expect to put in the years, the time, the effort, the consistency, the discipline, the dedication. You're going to have crazy ups. You're going to have crazy downs. You got to just ride the roller coaster, man. Just ride it. Keep your head up. Understand, you know, if you're making a mistake, if you're losing money, try and figure out why. Try and learn. Try and bet yourself. Don't just think, oh, the market makers, stop hunting, you know, manipulation. The brokers are bad. You know, Forex is a scam, right? Just focus on yourself. Focus on how to get better. Focus on your strategy. Focus on your psychology. Focus, just focus on building. That's it. But again, you have to be ready to be in the game for, like I said, 5 years minimum. You will lose. You will lose. Like I always say, when I first started trading, I blew a 10K account like that, and I was ready to. I mean, I'm sure everybody has their moments and went through that, but I'm sure, you know, everybody's been there who started trading. But I was ready to just give it all up. It depends on the people. It depends on the person. BSB depends on the person. Everyone's different. Some people may need 3 years. Some people may need 5 years. Some people may need more than that. But as a general kind of, you know, in my opinion, 5 years. You know, if you wanna make a lot of money, you need to do minimum 5 years, right? Because if you think about anything in life, you think about if you want to be any kind of, if you want to choose any career that's going to make you a lot of money, you need to study for that minimum 5 to 10 years, right? Most people are in there for 10 years to be doctors and surgeons and all this kind of stuff, right? So trading shouldn't be any different. You're gonna be able to learn a strategy and whatever, right? In 2 years, 3 years, but getting the experience, that's what is gonna set you apart, and that's what's gonna enable you to make money, right? And that takes time. That takes 5 years plus to get that experience, to build that, build your psychology and you know, everything that comes together eventually. Is, I would say, minimum 5 years for sure. You blew a 30K account, Sammy? Damn, bro. Dun, 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 dun. First 3 years, hard to learning psychology, yeah. Am I trading now? There's nothing to trade right now. Nothing is happening. You can see these previous candles here, right? There's nothing happening right now. Who taught me to trade? I got my basic information off probably the same way most of you guys did, from YouTube. I bought a course when I first started trading, which helped me get up to speed a lot quicker. But for the most part, for how I trade right now and everything I know now, I learnt myself, basically just from staring at the charts all day. And like I've said many times on this stream before, what helped me the most was understanding certain moves, right? So I would go on the chart and I would look for moves like this, right? I would look for moves like this. And then I would break down this move, right? I would think to myself, there was no news here, right? So this wasn't price moving because of news. There was no news. So I would look at this move and I'll go, like, how can I get in on this move right here, right? So I would look at this exact moment in time. I'd go to the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 12, the 4 hour, the hourly candles, the 15, the 5 minute. And I would try and break down why this move happened and how I can get in on this move next time, right? And I just kept doing that over and over again. And eventually you will start to see patterns, right? You will start to see reoccurring patterns. And it's all about pattern recognition, right? When you're going through trading, going through the motions in real time as well is a lot more difficult than when you're back testing, of course. But you know, just go to these moves when the market has moved. You know, again, like this. Why did this move up here today? You know, break it down on all time frames. Try and figure out how you could have got in on this move to the upside, right? Same thing with these little moves right here. How could you got in here? How could you have got in over here? How could you have got in over here on this move to the upside, right? Just break these moves down in the market on all your time frames. Just highlight this area. Go to all your time frames. Look for key levels. Look for, you know, like I said, reoccurring patterns, candle patterns, price action patterns. And then next time, you're going to be able to start recognizing when price is setting up for a move like this, right? And you're going to start recognizing these patterns that happen over and over again. You're going to say, oh, actually, I recognize this pattern. I think price is going to do this. I think price is going to do that based on that previous pattern that I saw, right? And you're going to learn then how to get in on these moves when they happen, right? When it was news, like NFP, interest rates, it's a little bit different. Price moves because of news, right? But you're looking at when price is moving without news, really. Or you can do with news as well, but you got to understand why the market moves, right? And then understanding and recognizing the patterns of that set up every time when it is about to move and when it is moving. That's what I spent 4 months doing. I don't even use ICT stuff. I don't use ICT either, Sammy. Exactly, I agree, and that's what I say all the time. It's ICT. I know I'm not going to sit here and trash. You know, I know a lot of people trade ICT or whatever it is, SMC, but in my opinion, it makes trading more complicated than it has to be, right? Especially when you're a newbie. If you're first coming into trading and you don't have a strategy and you have no idea what's going on, and somebody goes, oh man, go check out ICT, and you go and watch one of his videos, you're going to sit there and you're going to scratch your head and you're going to go, what the fuck? You know what? Maybe trading isn't for me. This shit looks complicated as fuck. You gotta turn straight back around and be like, you know what? Let me just go back to my job and you know, carry on. ICT, I think, is great. Maybe if you're a few years into trading, right? You've learned the basics. You know, basic price action. You know, basic chart patterns, things like that. You understand what trading is. You understand candles and how price moves, etc. Then maybe you can get into ICT and start to understand it a little bit better. But as a newbie, when I first started trading and I looked into ICT and smart money concepts, I was like, nah, this ain't for me. I think I watched like 5 minutes of one of his videos and I was like, yeah, nah, turn that off. Do I trade with fib levels as confirmations? No, I don't. That was another one as well. When I first got into trading Forex, like, you know, 7, 8 years ago, it was all about Fibonacci. Every trader you saw on YouTube, Instagram, anywhere, there were a Fibonacci trader, and they were selling courses and everything, teaching you how to use a Fibonacci. And all they would do is they'll go, all right, so what you do with your fib is, you know, you go like this, you put in these levels, and then you just draw. So you look for a move, and then what you do, you draw the fib from the low of that move to the high. You would wait for a retracement in your golden area, right? They call it the golden zone, whatever it is. And they'll go, right, once price comes back down to here, now you're looking to buy, right? And that was every single trader 7, 8 years ago. Every trader. He's talking about Fibonacci levels, Sammy. You know what Fibonacci is? So basically what I just explained, like, Fibonacci levels would be like price coming into this level right here, retracing into this level, and then you would look to buy or something from that level, is what it's talking about. You never heard of Fibonacci? Wow, that's crazy. It's basically just like retracements when price is trending. How would I for example, like this, right, Sammy? You can see price comes up here, right? Break structure here. So this is just simple break of structure, retrace, and continuation. But with a fib, what you would do is once price makes this move up and starts pulling back, this is called a retracement, right? So then you would look for the retracement. You would get your Fibonacci. You would draw from the low to the high, and then you can see where it says 50% and 618. This is where most people look for price to retrace into once you see a move is retracing, and then you can see it rejects pretty well from that 50 to 61 area, and you would look to buy in here, right, with your stop wherever, and then you'll target like that. So that's basically what Fibonacci trading is. That's what it's talking about. But it's not as straightforward as that, of course. And today it's kids with acronyms, and 90% of them still lose. Yeah, exactly. You're 3 months in, Adamula. That's what I do. I don't know what it's called. I just do. Oh yeah, it's just, you know, it's basically just market structure, right? Price pushes up, then it retraces, then pushes up, then it retraces, then it pushes up, then it retraces. But in order for people to try and get the best entry when price is retracing, right? Because obviously you can see right here, price goes up, then it retraces. But if you drew a Fibonacci on this move, it's not going to be, it does kind of tap into the area, but you know, people want it. It's more about just like sniper entries or getting the best entries possible. So they want it to retrace down as much as possible into that area to try and then get the expansion back to the upside. So, but we're potentially finally getting this move, like I've been talking about on gold, back down into this area. This is the move that I've been waiting for to come down, spike into here and beyond. So we're looking for price to come like down into this general area right here. It's playing out eventually. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now I know what strategy you're using and teaching for the beginners. I'm using price action. I call it CPAC. Cody's price action concepts. This is gold. Yeah, this is gold. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Bunny, Razu, Johan, Ash, Niso, Clover, Mars, legends. Absolute legends, mate. I've been a year trading and don't need them complicated stuff. Yeah, don't bother adding it to your chart, man. Just price action is all you need. You're just gonna start confusing yourself. Rejected again. Now this is just I mean, yeah, it potentially is, but this 30-minute candle needs to create a top wick, right? It needs to pull back, create a top wick before it potentially flips back bearish. This is the 30-minute time frame, but do I think it's going up after it retraces? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm only looking at buys today, right? I'm only interested in price continuing bullish today. I'm not interested in any kind of sells, but in order for me to take any buys, I want it to retrace down into this level first. So whatever happens in this area, I don't care, right? If it comes down here, bounces and then sells off, whatever. If it comes in here, bounces and comes up, whatever. I'm only interested above this area to continue. Once it retraces down into this area, that's it. Did you get that, Philip? Did you get that? Yes, sir. But yeah, guys. What a week. I have 4 trades running right now. When that's finished, I'm done for the week because chart's not moving well. I'm not going to lie. 4 trades running. Damn, bro. Run D20. Buy online. Appreciate the follows. But yeah, guys. I am going to head off. What a week it's been. Total this week. So here's my trades on gold this week. 2.5k profit. Also the trade sent out in the VIP Telegram here. gbpjpy. Hitting 110 pip profit. Beautiful. 1.1. So about 3.6 total profit this week across gold, across gbpjpy. You know, taken, you know, cool. Given trades given right here in the VIP. Trades given on from the V5. Just a beautiful week. Beautiful week. So that happened on Wednesday. These gold trades and also the gbpjpy trade happened at the same day on Wednesday. So Wednesday, that was it. I was done for the week. I had a couple break-even trades. You know what? I'll post my trades right now for this week, right? So we can all see how I'm finishing this week. All the trades that I've taken. Ah, my nose is itchy, man. You guys probably think I'm like picking my nose, but it's like it's itchy. Ah. Let's have a look. Let's post it right here. And I'll show you guys. Sorry, I'll show you guys in a second. All right, there we go. Posted it in the Discord. Let me go over here. USD SGD, any entries? Yeah, I had the entry on USD SGD here this week. Ended up being a break-even trade. I'll show you that in a second. I started trading last. Sorry, I missed your message there. What did you say? I started trading last August, but still no knowledge, but willing to learn, not the easiest way. Willing to learn, not these. I mean, trading is very easy. Trading is very easy. It's very simple. Just keep it simple. And if you want to, come and join the free Telegram. The Telegram channel, you'll find the link to the free Telegram channel in my TikTok profile. Or if you're on YouTube, it'll be below. And I send out some stuff in there as well. Some analysis and things from time to time, and some updates. So yeah, join the free Telegram. But this week, let's have a look. Let's wait for it to load. Is it sent? Yeah, it's sent. Let's have a look. I rarely see people trade SGD. Yeah, I trade anything. If the setup's looking good for that week, I'll trade it. Now I do not MUBs. It's 6 month. 6 month is better because first of all it's a lot cheaper, but 6 month gives you the time to actually adjust to the strategy and everything that's available, get all the information, and then apply it on the charts. Right, within a month you can't really do that. So what are we doing? Yeah, so these were the trades. Oh, you can't really see it. Why is it so big? Can I? Okay. So this was the trades this week, right? USD. These were the trades that I sent out in the VIP Telegram channel. These were the swing trades, right? So I do swing trades and I do scalp trades. So These were more like the day swing trades: USD, SGD, GBP, AUD, and Euro GBP. So that was the results. Break even on Euro GBP and SGD, and then a nice juicer right there on GBP, AUD. Obviously, there's small losses, but because when I set my stop loss to break even, I do it like 2 or 3 pips above my entry, so I don't get stopped out at break even, and then price flips back in the direction and continues in that direction. So it's technically break even, but it's a small loss because of my stop loss being 2 or 3 pips above my entry. So that was the swing trades, and then this was the scalps on gold. Right here, that took a little while to load. So you can see 4 trades on gold. This one, both of these happened on Monday, the 15th, as you can see. Break even, again, they're break even trades, but I have my stop loss at break even, but it's a couple pips above my entry. So you end up losing a little bit, but I like to give my entry a little bit of breathing room, especially with a spread being like 1 or 2 pips. You don't want to get tapped out of break even and then price continues in your direction and hit your take profit. So I have my break even stops at 2 or 3 pips above my entry. So that's why you're seeing those small losses. But yeah, overall, those are all the trades I took this week on gold, and those are all the trades I took in the VIP from the swing trades. So beautiful week. That all happened on Wednesday. Beautiful. Happy with this week. Just improving every single week. Still, I've been doing this 8 years now, right? And still every week I'm learning and improving and getting better. Like the route, there's no limit on your what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just pulling up the journal right here for a second. There's no limit on your potential, no matter how much you've been doing something or how well you think you're doing it, there's always room for improvement. There's always something else, right? There's always ways to get better. If those trades are in, cool. So I put those trades in. So this is what we're looking like so far this year. Since January 1st, 103 wins, 20 break even, 43 losses, a 70.55% win rate. And so far for October, I've only taken 8 trades. I've only taken 8 trades with a 100% win rate because there's been quite a lot of break evens, and then a few beautiful winners. Last month I only took 11 trades for the whole month, so it's looking like this month could be pretty similar. Last month I had an 88% win rate. August I only took 3 trades because I was on holiday for most of August, so I barely traded during August. So I took 3 trades. That was a 67% win rate. July I took 15 trades with an 85% win rate. April 20 trades, 82% win rate. May 19 trades, 79% win rate. June 15 trades, 73% win rate. January was obviously my worst month this year. I took 36 trades in Jan. I was just going hard at the start of the year. But that just shows, right? The more trades you take, the more losses you're going to have, right? Look at last month, September, right? I only took 11 trades, but it was my highest win rate percentage month of the year, right? And I only took 11 trades and I had an 88% win rate. Whereas January, I took 36 and I had a 47% win rate, right? February, 23 trades, 74% win rate. March, 16 trades, 69% win rate. So I'm averaging around the 15 to 20 trades per month. Why does a candle require a top wick? Because that's just how candles work, KS. If you have a look on the chart here for, and this necessarily applies, in my opinion, more to the higher time frames than it does the low time frames. But if you look at most of these candles, 85-90% of the candles, even 95% of the candles on these charts, every single one of them is going to have, or 95% of them is going to have a top or a bottom wick. This is just how price moves. This is just simple price action. Bottom wick, top wick, 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 right? Candles just create bottom and top wicks. That's it. That's just what they do. So in order for, if you're looking at a trade and you want to be confident in this trade and you want price to continue in a certain direction, for example, if I want price to continue bullish over here, right? What I want is for the candle, first of all, to create a bottom wick before it breaks the highs and start pushing bullish. I'm going to be more comfortable with that. Whereas when price doesn't do that, right, create a bottom wick, and I want it to continue bullish or bearish, there's a very good chance price is going to come back to that area, right? So it's just about building your confluences. That's just how I like to trade. The more normal price looks, right, in terms of the candle creating a top and bottom wick, or having a decent volume body closure, not closing weak bullish candle like this, the more confluences you build within your entries and your strategy and your trading, the better your results are gonna be. How many trades a day do you think is enough? One trade. One trade. Like I said, if I show you my journal, right, and you're looking at me and you're looking at my results, right, and we're seeing that this month I've had 103 wins. This year I've had 103 wins and 43 losses with a 70% win rate, right? You can see that for most of, for September, I only took 11 trades. So that means there's about 20 days of that month where I didn't take a trade, right? I'm also a day trader, Sammy. I'm a scalper. I scalp gold, but I'll only look for a solid setup. That's it. But when you have the capital to do that, trading becomes a lot easier. I think the reason why people take so many trades when they're new, or exactly, Sammy, just like I was going to explain, is because they don't have enough capital. So they have to take more trades to try and win more money, to have more profit, to build more capital, right? Whereas it's once you're far along enough on your journey and you've built that capital, you only need to take one trade a week, like I have done this week, right? I took one trade this week and I made 2.5 on gold and then another trade on GA. So 2 trades, but one trade on gold scalping, and made 2.5, and I was done for the week, right? So when you have that capital, that's where you should be thinking about down the future, right? Is once you've built that capital, you don't need to be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 trades a day, 20 trades a week, 100 trades a month, right? You just need 1 or 2 trades a week, or potentially even a month, right? 1 or 2 good trades a month where you hit it, you get a juice and price, boom, hit your profit targets, and you're good. You can relax for the rest of the week, relax for the rest of the month, go out, spend your money, enjoy time with family, do what you got to do. And that should be the goal. That should be the end goal with trading, right? It's not about working a 9-to-5 job while you're trading, right? It's not about sitting here from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. looking at the charts, trying to capture moves. That's not what trading should be about. Trading is about freedom, right? It's about giving you that freedom. So you should be, looking at the charts a few hours a day, right? And again, this is what I also show in the academy as well, is the correct time of the day to trade based on where you are in the world, right? And you should only really have to spend like 2 to 4 hours a day on the charts. get your trade. If there's no trade, walk away, come back the next day, or get your trade that day, then boom, you're done. All right, David, have a good weekend, bro. Yeah, this is gold, XAUUSD. Oh, nice, Sammy. Nice, bro. Yeah, you gotta withdraw, man. If you don't withdraw, it's not real. But anyway, guys, I'm going to head off, man. I am going to head off. It's coming up to 11 p.m. here. You know what I mean? I'm 31 years old. I'm an old man. It's time for me to go to bed. My daughter's going to wake me up early in the morning. I need sleep. But yeah, I'm going to go, man. Have a great weekend. For me and, you know, other members this week. Beautiful week, man. We all took advantage of the gold buys. Coming up here, buys. Everyone taking advantage of the buys this week. So beautiful week for me, beautiful week for the academy. Another week in the books. Last week was great, this week was great. I've just lost track at this point. We're just smashing it out. Consistency, discipline, small losing trades, big winning trades. You know, just a great week again. So I'll be live on Monday. I'm gonna spend some time. I'm actually going. I won't be live on Monday, or I should be live by Wednesday. I'm actually going away this weekend with my family. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I believe. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're going. We've booked a place down on the coast, so I'm going away with the fam, spending some of this profit, enjoying family time. I'll be trading still. I'll still be trading. I'll still be in the Discord with the members as well if you're in here. I'll still be in the Discord, in the Telegram, sending out trades as well, but I won't be live on Monday or Tuesday, I don't think. Definitely not Monday, but maybe Tuesday. Depends what time I get back. But yeah, have a great weekend. If you want to join the free Telegram, the link is in my profile on TikTok. It's in the description down below on YouTube. I'll be updating some stuff there over the weekend. We'll send out some analysis on some pairs as well, maybe. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. Don't over risk. Don't over leverage for the rest of the day. Just take it nice and slow, man. Chill. Friday. Wait and see. I would say with gold, before I leave, I would wait for gold to continue bullish. But first of all, wait for a retracement, right? Do you have Telegram? Yeah, free Telegram. The Telegram channel is in my profile. Just click the link in my profile. You're going to find the free Telegram and everything else in there. Free Telegram, YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you want. It's all in my TikTok profile or down below if you're on YouTube. But what I would wait for today is price to continue bullish. But first of all, it must come back into this area before it continues bullish. If price just comes up right here, starts breaking above these highs and continuing bullish without coming into this area, stay away. That's a trap. Trust me, it's a trap. Must come down here first. And if it comes down into this area and just continues bearish, then so be it. That's it. It's done. The week's done, right? But that's what I'm looking at, all right? So appreciate you guys. See you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. I'm out. Peace out, YouTube. Bye.